Tree Talking Time is brought to you by Conkey's Outdoors. Get all your hound hunting needs at conkeys.com. Welcome to Tree Talking Time, where we talk all things tree dogs, from the smallest feists to the largest hounds, treating squirrels to bears and everything in between. And from time to time, we might even run a little fast game.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stories to pick from. I don't really know, but when I was younger, I'd always be home, and my mom would be always mad at my dad for coming home late looking for dogs and stuff. So that's, I guess it's not a story, but I guess that's
something you remember?
Something, yeah, hound life.
I think I only fixed that with her once I started bringing him with me.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
then.
Don't you got a bunch of kids, though?
I got 3.
Okay.
I got Josiah here, and then Lila Jane's my baby girl, and then I got Judah Bug.
Okay.
And all of them love hounds. All of them have been with hounds. And as long as I take them, Mama's good most of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
How old are you, Josiah?
14.
Okay.
I'm in the 8th grade.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, Greg, you've been on here before?
I have.
Yep.
Yep.
So we're Great American Outdoors Show with Greg Pulling. Last time Greg and Jim were both here.
Yep.
I think you guys split the show now, don't you?
We do. He should be here tonight or tomorrow, and then, then I head back. Yep.
Yeah. You guys don't like pulling that whole 9 days?
No, we did that. We're done with that.
I understand.
Too much stuff going on at home.
It's a long show, and it's the frequent complaint of a lot of the people that work it.
Yeah, it's grueling. So
I can imagine.
No doubt about it.
I spend a couple days here each year, and they're a long couple days, so I get it.
Yeah.
So I just want to talk to you guys, especially Josiah, you're growing up with a houndsman, not only a houndsman as a father, but an outfitter, and you're kind of getting involved in it, but you're still young, and so kind of your take on it and some of the things that you've learned and what you like and what you don't.
I've learned a lot about people, a lot about fellowship, and just the gathering of people. That's a lot of it, and I really love it. Mm-hmm. I really love what he does, and I'm gonna try to do that when I get a lot older.
Okay.
I'm gonna come on with him, and but yeah, I love this.
Mm-hmm. What do you love about it?
I love the hounds a lot, but again, just people. I love people and what we do and why we do it.
Well,
Christ.
That's what I was going to say. Why don't you explain why you do it then? Because why you do it is not necessarily the same as most other people. A lot of other people.
Yeah. We're a lot different than a lot of other outfitters. We always put Christ first. Mm-hmm. Always pray before the hunts.
Yep.
Give God the glory for everything. And, that's just our motto. But that's what I really love about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
not only is this a business for you guys, it's also an outreach.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this really just pays for what we love. So.
Yeah.
I don't think we've been in the positive yet.
No, we don't really try to make money.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to be in the positive when you're running hounds.
Yeah.
You can't hunt as much as we do, and not you'd have to have a large income to hunt as much as we hunt.
Yeah.
Without supplementing it somehow.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it.
No.
I think as a dad, raising a future houndsman, we're finally at the age now where when they're little, everybody talks about their kids being involved, and they're always involved. But Josiah's at the age now where he collars dogs, tracks dogs, starts tracks for us. He works the hounds himself. Him and his cousin who will be here tomorrow. He's a houndsman now. And he's make the bond. Little kids bond with hounds, but he's at the age now where he's seen some come and go.
Yeah.
And he's seen some that are old men, and that's been hard to do sometimes.
Oh yeah.
As a kid to watch him grow up and pass away, but once you become a houndsman, it's in your blood. I mean,
it happens a lot.
He's first 3 days he's the first out of bed. Then after that, we got to shake him real hard.
No, like you said about raising kids, and my son's 7. He's just kind of getting involved, just getting to that point where he's going some, and
right.
And so we're just getting there, and you're right. There is a difference. And, yeah, he's bonded with the dogs at the house, but there's a difference in seeing them at the house versus in the woods.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huge difference because the ones they love at the house aren't really the ones you want them to love.
I've
down the road.
I've got one of them in the kennel that the only reason she's there is because he loves her.
Yeah.
She'd be gone if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, they don't really when they're little they don't really know how to pick the hardest working dog.
Yeah.
But as they get older, they start to understand.
Yeah.
I think as a dad, I like the responsibility of hounds. They know they have to be watered, they have to be fed, they have to be taken care of.
Yeah.
It's just the list goes on and on. But man, it's a dad. It's just something we get to do together.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And it's we love all. I love all types of hunting, support it all. But it's something about hounds you get to do with your kids.
Yeah.
You can talk, you can plan.
Yep. It's
There's
not like you're
radio.
sitting in in a blind together or a stand and you're quiet.
Right. Right.
Again, we like all that. But there's something about a hound, and then there's something to us about the big game animal.
Yeah.
It's nothing like finding a bear track or winning a bear track. And
Yep.
even once in a while messing with cats, it just doesn't get any better than that for us.
Oh, yeah.
So
Now, you guys still traveling a lot? Like, you used to Maine, North Carolina, Virginia, and New Mexico.
This year we went to Maine, of course, North Carolina, and Virginia. I will go to Mexico this year for sure.
Okay.
I missed it last year and missed it.
Okay.
We'll go this year. We play so much baseball it affects the schedule a little bit.
Okay.
But this year in August we're going to take off and go, and we're going to take off in September and go back to Maine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I ain't getting no younger, so I believe in living too. And one thing I like about hound hunters is we hunt.
Yeah.
Hound hunters. We laugh all the time. I had never seen a bear hunter work during bear season.
No.
They work just enough to get by, I guess. But it's
Yeah, I know a lot of guys that, West Virginia or Virginia guys,
oh yeah,
the month of December, it's like.
that's it. Yeah.
Yep, taking off work.
Yeah. It's a unique breed, and like I say, I don't. The true houndsman world, I think, is great to bring up kids because you see the devotion, the hard work, the time, the loyalty.
Yeah.
And all that. I think it's a great way to raise kids. A bunch of men together at a club with drinking and stuff that can diminish what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
But a true houndsman is fun to be around. Period. You can learn so much from them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm big on that. I was just telling somebody the other day. Me, I run stuff that's all crossed up.
Yeah.
I breed best to best and pray for the rest. And I learn something from everybody. I think as soon as you get your ego out of the way in hound hunting, you'll have better hounds.
Right.
That's very true.
My whole pack looks so different. I don't think you could pick a Pulling Brothers dog, to be honest.
Yeah, we learn a lot. We try to learn a lot from other houndsmen that are better than us.
Yeah.
And we just make changes off what they do. Just trying to learn.
You said something big right there. Like, I have no problem saying somebody has a better pack than me either.
Right.
Yeah.
You rarely hear that amongst houndsmen.
No.
Because everybody likes to think their pack is the best.
Yeah. And I got a good one this year, no doubt about it. And there's still some people that smoke us in the dust.
Yeah.
And I'll get anything.
Yeah.
I'll breed to them. I'll see what pups they got. I mean, there's no. Once you get rid of the pride,
Yeah.
I think. As a whole, I think houndsmen would do better. We got rid of the pride, honestly, and work more together.
Yeah. For sure.
So.
No, I understand what you mean, and I think you're right. And there's definitely a lot the houndsmen need to learn.
We're all men. And,
we are.
And men are stubborn, prideful,
exactly.
arrogant people, you know what I mean? Without Christ, we really struggle. But even with Christ, we struggle.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So what's your pack looking like these days? You said they're all mixed up.
Man,
like
old right now, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of old dogs.
A lot of older dogs. A lot of young puppies that I just don't know if they're going to make or not. The spring will tell us a lot. Whether they become pets or part of the pack. Got a lot of old stuff. Got a lot of really good nose though. This year was a lot of fun. We nosed some stuff out this year that we would never nosed in the past.
Yeah.
We trailed some for a couple hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
A day old track we treed and
one day
killed
old
that
track
one.
we
Nice.
caught up to. I mean, we love that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But Man, if you saw it come out of the truck, there's walkers in there, red and blue ticks mix, plots in there.
White cloud.
White cloud dogs in there. Picked up quite. We've got 4 of those.
Okay.
3 are outstanding.
Right.
I like that breed.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not stuck on it. You know, still use a lot of Travis Campbell stock out of West Virginia.
Okay.
He's the best houndsman I know, I believe, and then Doug Temple, pretty hard to beat.
Yeah.
North Carolina. There's several others. I don't want to leave anybody out.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the stock I have.
Yeah.
And believe I think Pulling Brothers have a good stock. I mean, we didn't make it on our own. You know.
Yeah.
It ain't ours. It ain't out of the backyard.
We learn from other people again.
We learn from a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the best way to do it. You know.
Yeah.
Anybody. I'm not saying there's nobody that's ever figured it all out on their own, but there's very few. And most people, you know, you're man enough to admit who you've learned from, and and give credit to those guys, because a lot of people, they don't like giving credit necessarily.
Yeah. I tell people all at church time, man, this is switching gears, but it's just like marriages, you know. And I tell him in baseball, if you see somebody's marriage is better than yours, go ask questions.
Yeah.
Don't get jealous. Same thing in baseball. Somebody has better footwork, somebody has a better swing, go ask. Don't nothing change with a hound.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you see hounds handle, and you see a dog with a nose, you see a dog that's quick, a dog that's got grit. I mean, go ask about it.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, houndsmen, they gonna tell you. You know.
Exactly.
They're gonna tell you. They may not share, but they're gonna tell you.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what it came from.
Yep.
And but it's as far as raising a son around hounds, and now I'm raising 2, and then a little girl. You know, they know it's an unbelievable passion, and they have to fall in love with it too.
Yeah.
And he has. And I know that's not the case with everybody's kids.
Yeah.
So I'm very blessed that he loves it too. But I'll also be honest on this cast too. You know, I grew up hunting everything, from early goose to rabbit to squirrel to predator hunting at night to everything. And you know, I've been all dogs for the last, I've been 7 years, and I realize he wants to do a little bit of everything. So we're doing everything now.
Okay.
And enjoying it.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's like the hounds.
Right.
I mean,
I saw you guys are doing some waterfowl hunting.
yeah, we've got into the duck hunting, love that. So bow hunted this year.
Bow hunted.
I mean, you know.
Where you guys are at, I'm sure there's a lot of waterfowl opportunity.
We do, yeah.
And also where you're at, where you have down in North Carolina.
Yeah, we've got waterfowl right at the house in Virginia, and then where we're in Carolina is all waterfowl.
Yeah.
I mean, that's known around the world.
Yep.
Pamlico Sound, Currituck Sound.
Yep.
So we do a little bit of all of it. Nothing's like the hound. You know, we've been talking all month. We can't believe we didn't go lion hunting this year. We just kind of ran out of funds and money.
Right.
Yep.
Gas went up, man. That trip's double now.
Oh, I'm sure. It's an expensive trip.
Yeah, and
across
people
the
ask me
country.
all the time if you want to go. If I can't bring my dogs, I ain't going. I don't care.
Yeah. Now, so have you been lion hunting then too?
Yes. Yep. There's nothing like trailing a lion.
No.
You know, blow up, then they get cold, then they blow up, get cold.
Just like a cat, you know about a cat.
Yeah.
That dander.
There's
there it goes.
nothing like it.
Yep. Not many 14-year-olds from Virginia can say they've run mountain lions in New Mexico though.
No.
That's
And
pretty
Utah.
cool.
And Utah. And Colorado.
And Colorado.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been around.
Where's your favorite place to go run hounds?
That's hard.
I'm interested to hear
That's a hard
this
question,
answer.
but I like Carolina, North Carolina.
Okay.
I like it a lot just because it's, I don't know, boats, water.
Yep.
Although after last year, I don't really like boats and water.
Now, we got to follow up with why you don't like boats and water now.
No.
Hot pursuit.
Yeah, hot pursuit. But yeah, I just like North Carolina. It's just you can bring so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fellowship. You're all in one room together. Everything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Baiting stuff. It's
Yeah.
it's a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So there's
So
a lot
many-
of responsibility and stuff.
Is it the number of bear you like?
That's true. That too.
You can feed peanuts, man. Bears come out of everywhere.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm sure they
Big
do.
difference.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't know this, but I hunt with your dad and your
Yeah.
uncle. Like I said, my son's 7, and he was a month old when I booked that trip. So that's
Right.
how long ago that was. And
It was a hog hunt, wasn't it?
It was a hog hunt, but we got on a bear
We did. We catch a bear?
We didn't catch it. They bait it though, and we went around and we're thinking it's a hog, and all of a sudden they're back in the woods, and you're like, "There's no hog in here that's big enough to push those 8 hounds or whatever we had on them." And they trailed that thing all day long.
Yep.
That's one thing I never really got to get into because I was so young back then.
Then we hog
hunted.
Yeah.
But
it's hard to do. The hogs, you really got to have, puppies you want to break or a different set of dogs. Right? It kind of trashes up your trailing. And
yeah. Is that kind of why you shifted away from them?
That's a lot why we shifted, yeah. And then baseball.
Yeah.
Play so much baseball. We're getting ready to get back into it a little bit. Like I said, I've got so much territory now in North Carolina. I'd like to do it again. Maybe get some cur dogs or just work puppies each year and then pull them off.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know much about curs, but that always strikes an interest to me.
That's something I know more about than hounds. So we can talk about that off.
Yeah,
once
we
get
can talk about
done.
that off camera.
Conkeys Outdoors is proud to be a sponsor of Tree Talking Time. Family, hunting, tradition is the Conkeys motto. They understand the importance of passing down the tradition of hound hunting. They are a family-owned business that treats you like family. They also understand the importance of having the gear you need when you need it. Conkeys carries everything for your next hunt, and it ships to your door quick. They also offer great warranties on all tracking systems and financing options. Check them out at conkeys.com. You can also use the code TreeTalkingTime5 in all caps to save as well.
No, it's blessed being a dad raising houndsmen for sure, and I think you get a kid in love with dogs, you ain't got to worry about nothing else.
Yeah.
Jesus #1 and hounds are sports, man. It just keeps them focused, keeps them responsibility, goal oriented, and it's.
I think you just right there. You said goal oriented. That'll keep somebody out of trouble. And if you're focused on something, regardless of whatever that is.
Yeah.
For a lot of as a houndsman, yeah, sure, I want my kid to be goal oriented and focused on hounds, but anything,
Oh yeah, like I said, I think, like I say, the daughter's not as interested as she used to be, and that's fine. The little one loves it, but like you said, even if they don't, as long as they're in love with Jesus and then something, it's got to be something to have a passion for.
Yeah.
But as me and and as he's learned, once the hound hooks you, it's got you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love it to show some people come by and they say, I just love to hear them. I say, man, you only knew that's what we live for.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody came by and was talking about some silent dog tracks. I got no interest in that.
Yeah.
Good for them. But,
right.
Well,
I want to hear them.
For hog hunting, maybe them silent dogs might do you a little
They'll
favor.
catch more. But, we ran all-out hounds on them and just enjoyed the chase. You don't catch as many.
Yeah.
But, it's a roar.
That it is. So as you're growing up, what are your plans? What do you want to see out of your pack?
So I actually, my goal is I want to go pro in baseball.
Okay.
That's what I really want to do. And after that, I want to come on with him.
Okay.
And expand this a little bit, and then. But yeah, I don't know. Our pack's looking pretty good right now.
What have you learned is most important?
In a dog?
Mm-hmm.
Nose, for sure. Nose.
We're learning that the hard way.
Nose and, discipline.
Ah.
How to, nose focus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because if they stay on it, they'll catch up to it.
Mm-hmm. No, gosh, that is so true. And I thought I learned that a long time ago, and I didn't until I was reminded that this year. You can mess around so much trying to get speed and look and even grit and all. But, you take something with nose, discipline, and drive, he eventually catch it.
Oh, yeah.
It might take longer, but he going to run it down. And, we've probably got 4 or 5 now. It might be all day, but they're going to catch you.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they don't care what anybody else is doing. It's just they're going to run him down.
Yep.
And should have learned that years ago. We probably saved a lot of time and money.
Well, like you said, you chase one thing a little bit too much, and all of a sudden you lose some other things, and you don't realize you lose it until it's gone.
Yeah.
So.
Man, that right there, and I think if we're talking hounds, we're talking athletes, we're talking anything, the glitter out there and the stuff that gets your attention. I mean, in a hound, I mean, I'm stuck. If it ain't nose, I mean, what do you got?
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't hunting nothing. I mean,
Right.
granted, you go to certain places you can bait, that helps, but even off bait, I mean, a lot of nose situations.
Yeah, no, I had a guy tell me this morning, with technology, with cameras and Garmin's, he's like, breeding a lot of nose out of these dogs, breeding them to be hot-nosed dogs, because he's like, you're looking for the hottest tracks, And he's like, years ago, dogs could trail an old track, like, 'cause that's all you had. All you had was a dog. You didn't have all these other things.
Because like all the speedy dogs, they're easily distracted. They can go one way, overrun everything. A nose dog, he's on there.
Yeah.
But
I tell you, every once in a while we want to get some beagles rabbit hunting, and I don't want any of the fast ones anybody talks about. I want them that ones you throw a blanket over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I don't have time to do that, so you can take that off.
You're not going to start off on rabbit hunts?
No. Yeah. No.
Yeah, you guys seem pretty busy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It seems like you had a pretty good season this year.
We did. We had a great season. All but we caught a bear every day but 2.
Yeah.
From the Carolina and Virginia season. And the second Carolina season, I talked to a lot of people in here. The second Carolina season was the worst we've ever had.
Yeah.
Really, really slow. But talking to people, it was the same for them, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
The biologist said first time in like 20 years saw some go in.
Huh.
Really early. It was
I don't
weird.
Must have been all the food out or something.
Yeah, I think it was all the food out, I guess. But, outside of that, we had a great year. Only caught 3 or 4 nice big bears, but sometimes I like catching the small ones.
Yeah.
Let them go till next year.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was supposed to come hunt with you.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
Caught the flu.
Yeah.
But your buddy and his son killed one.
Yep. He said he's coming back.
Yeah.
He's looking forward to I talked to him that Friday on his way home for like 45 minutes. He was telling me all about it. He was all jacked up.
It was fun. That's the part Josiah was like too. The people you meet, y'all are already houndsmen. Right. I know that guy came from coon dogs.
Yep.
But we really enjoy taking new people hunting that don't know nothing about hounds, and once they're done with us, they love hounds.
Right.
I mean, they're a new advocate in our corner.
Yeah.
And one thing I wish I could convince a lot of houndsmen of, you got to take non-hounds people with you.
Yep.
If you wanted to stay alive.
That's very true.
Right.
We're very separate type people, and that's not what keeps the sport going. So.
Unfortunately, most of us are antisocial and would rather be in the woods with our dogs.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse because the more people you take, the more aback you, the more that fall in love with it.
Yeah.
Right.
We have people that never experienced hounds. We took a guy from Australia, and he thought it was the greatest thing ever.
That's pretty cool.
And he was fun just to listen to talk all day.
Yeah.
And
how did some guy from Australia find you? Social media or?
Here. We met and social media.
Okay.
Yeah, and social media. And
that's crazy.
Pretty cool. And we've got just enough media presence. We don't want anything more. Like it's a ministry to us.
Mm-hmm.
So we like, taking 1 or 2 hunters at a time max, getting to know them, show them the dogs. And guys show up at our camp in Carolina. They show up before light. They, we drink coffee together. They watch us collar up.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of 2 or 3 days, they know the names of the dogs. They know.
Yeah,
they love it.
Yeah, they love that.
And that's what it's all about.
Heck, I still remember the name of your catch dog that I hunted with.
Oh, yeah. Samson?
No, I hunted with Soko.
Soko.
Oh,
yeah.
Female.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
She was trying to sit in my lap all day on that
That's
boat.
a big dog, man. That's a big dog.
Friendliest dog you could ever meet.
Oh, yeah.
But then all business when she saw that pig.
Oh, yeah. Them things are right.
So, you got to give me a better story. Come on, man. Come on, Josiah. You've been hunting with your dad for a couple years now. I've been seeing pictures of you since you were like 6 or 7 years old out there. So,
all right.
5. Started at 5.
I don't know which one.
Which story, man?
Where?
Have you killed a bear?
Yes.
Where'd you kill bear?
Virginia.
Okay.
Virginia. That was actually kind of cool. The Mossberg guy came with us?
A Mossberg rep came with us. Christian man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Matt. He's from Mossberg, and one of our dogs, our oldest dog, one dog got on that bear, treated it all by herself.
Nice.
And he walked to the tree with us, and he passed it up, and said I could have it. I took it, and it got stuck.
Oh, man.
So then Jared, with his smart mind, got it down and stuff. So
Paracord and a
stick.
And a stick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it down.
So,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of stories.
There's so many. I think it's hard to pull one up.
Yeah.
I tell you, these kids that get to walk behind hounds, they see stuff that people their age never see.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the amount of game. I mean, he's seen lions, bobcats, bears. I mean, he's seen it all.
Like I said, how many other 14-year-olds that live in Virginia can honestly say they've seen a mountain lion that's not in a zoo?
No.
No, not many.
I go back to my baseball team. They think I'm nuts.
I'm sure.
Back. They ain't never seen a bear.
You guys also don't live in bear country either, do you?
No. We drive 2.5 hours either direction to run.
Yeah.
And we still run once or twice a week.
Right.
So it's a sacrifice, but I mean, it's again, once it's in your blood.
Yep.
It's there.
Right.
We can't wait to get back and run. Like this is killing me. Coming here and see all these hunts, I just want to go book hunts and go.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm right there with you. The one I really want, my ultimate bucket list hunt, I just saw a price tag on it, $37,000. Leopard hunt in Africa.
Leopard. Oh man,
that would be cool.
How cool would it be to go tree a leopard in Africa?
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, $37,000. You pay for it, I'll come take pictures of it.
Exactly. Yeah. Got to put the hounds on an airplane now. Do that.
That's crazy. So
that would be cool.
Definitely.
But
anything else you want to share before we wrap this up?
You good?
What's Josiah? What do you think's the future of the sport?
I think
as a 14-year-old, what do you think needs to happen to keep it going?
Less pride, more working together instead of against each other, other houndsmen.
Yeah.
I think we need to join together instead of going away from each other.
Yeah.
Work together.
For sure.
Good word.
But there's a lot of good houndsmen out there that join together and stuff. But there's a lot of bad ones. So
I think that's everything. Though.
I think that that and yeah.
Well, I know Virginia's facing some issues right now. So definitely joining together and joining.
And they've done it, and the Dog Alliance and stuff done a good job with that.
That's what I say, join the Dog Alliance.
Everybody's in it.
Yeah.
But I think what we're talking about is all in all, and all the groups we hunt around with, we get along great. But I don't hear that same stories from other people.
Yeah.
Right.
I was talking to a houndsman here yesterday, and he was saying that he's had some problems with houndsmen in his area, not liking him.
Yeah, and so it's like the deer dog clubs in there, they need to work together. Most of them do, and then the bear hunters, really it's just respect of once you're on a bear, that's your bear, et cetera, and just work together.
Yeah,
and that's everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me at the show here today.
Well, we appreciate all you do for hounds, man. This is what helps, this stuff right here.
We appreciate it.
But I could talk about hounds all day.
Well, I know you could, and I took it on, but I don't want to hold you up. You're working the show, so.
Got to see if I can pay to go.
Yeah. So.
But we appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yep,
all right.
Thank you.
God bless.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Tree Talking Media. And until next time, keep them talking in the timber.